Yo, welcome back to another episode of Split Screen Gamers, where a couple nerds talk about video games. And today, did you know that the long-awaited Star Wars Eclipse developers, also the same developers of Heavy Rain, are working on a new game called Spellcasters Chronicles? We're going to watch that. Also, Kojima is onboarding AI, says it's the future of video games, and some very specific director actually disagrees heavily. And then last, Xbox said they're going to put out a premium console. They're going in after $1,000 handheld. They just fully were like, we're going to go premium consoles only. So more on that here on this episode of Split Screen Gamers. All right, now without further ado, put your headphones on, get your tea ready, and let's get active.
Your weekly power-up of video game news, updates, and industry buzz. From blockbuster releases and indie gems to hardware drops, studio shakeups, and everything in between, we break it all down. This is Split Screen Gamers.
Yo, what's up, bro?
How you doing? How you doing, David? How you
doing, good, dude. I'm doing good, bro. Just
feel you.
Trying to get through South of Midnight right now before Outer Worlds 2 comes out. You know?
Really?
Yeah.
You've been playing South of Midnight, dude. How is the game, bro?
Well, you know, I think we'll talk about it on the channel. I'll do like a little bit of a conversation about it, but like, so far I'm enjoying the voice acting the most. Other than that, like, it's hard after coming off a game like Expedition 33 to like jump into a world that isn't as robust, but it's apple to oranges. Like, it's not the same. And so I'm like training my brain to enjoy it because, you know, so far it does have good foundation, but more on that later as I come to the end. What are you playing right now, bro?
Dude, right now I just finished playing Final Fantasy Tactics: The Evilise Chronicles.
You finished it?
It's yeah, I finally finished it. It took me like 30 something hours to beat it. I had to like stop at like certain points just to level grind my characters.
Yeah.
So that way they can like beat these bosses and whatnot. Weegraph is really annoying. If you know who I'm referring to, you know exactly what I mean.
What's your console of choice?
Dude, my console, I use 90% of the time, if it's not Switch, I'll go to PS5.
I mean, like for Tactics specifically.
Oh, for Tactics. I, like for just Final Fantasy Tactics? Yeah. I played on my PS5, man.
Really? I didn't know if it was on Switch at all, because it seems like a game that would be great for it.
Oh no, it is. It's on every platform. It's on Switch.
Got you.
It's on PlayStation, and it's on Xbox.
I'm surprised you didn't go Switch, baby.
Yeah, I have a rule. If I can get a game that plays on PS5, I'll play it on PS5 because that's more of a powerful like console than like the Switch 2 is powerful, but like I prefer PlayStation, man, and I love Nintendo.
Okay, yeah, I'm surprised by that because like I didn't know. First of all, I didn't know that. I've known you for a while. I didn't know you had that rule. Do you have like a big gaming TV or something like that, or do you just want the power?
Oh, dude, I do. I have a OLED. I have a LG
Are you serious?
OLED. Yeah, dude, I have an LG OLED, which I might be getting a new one because the thing
jealous.
about OLEDs, dude, it's so sweet, man, and it's made for gaming, which you could set at like 120 hertz, everything.
Yeah,
it's awesome, man. But I might be getting a new OLED sometime soon because, dude, OLEDs are notoriously known for burn-ins on their TV screens. Like, the more time you use them and whatnot, the more likely that it can succumb to burn-ins. And like, there's some like
Are you serious?
stuff that yes, and
that's
like
kind of dumb.
No, it is, but it's like the image quality you get out of it is great. But the problem with like my OLED is that there's like a very faint string of like black line in the middle of it. So anytime I'm playing a game, like if it's on like a lighter image, like you can see it. And it's like, oh man, and there's like a few other like little faint black lines.
That kind of pisses me off because I was thinking about my set, and we, are both trying to get our setups up. But I'm about to upgrade my MacBook M1. I still have the M1 from a couple years ago because it's just now reaching the end of its lifetime to a Mac Studio because I don't need them. I'm going to get an because like I swap gaming to work, which is video production, all the time, and I'm like I think an OLED would be a great inclusion to my setup. One of those really nice 21:9 CinemaScope wide curved monitors. Either that or I'm going to get that crazy crispy Retina display from Mac and then play games on that as well, which will also be great. But I think OLED. But the fact that you're saying that it might has some burn-in problems. It's kind of stupid for the price. Like that needs to be fixed because I can get another monitor. I have a monitor that I'm looking at right now. It's a 21:9, not curved LG 2K monitor that I bought years ago and still holds up. No lines, perfect. Even has internal speakers, and I think I love this thing.
Dude, that's what's up, man. You might look into QLEDs. It's like the cousin to OLEDs, but it's QLED, not OLED.
Is it better?
And so Morgan, my buddy Morgan Hugh, I'm giving you a shout out, bro. He recently got married. But he I believe he has a QLED. I believe he used to have a QLED. I know he has a Sony Bravos TV. He might have sold it, but he has, experience, or he has like had like those like really high image quality types of TVs before. And like I don't think they really succumb to any like burn-ins that much. OLEDs definitely do, but QLEDs kind of have like a different technology.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
To where it prevents it, which is why they're called QLEDs and not OLEDs, because
I see.
They're like
Quality.
Yeah.
Well, dude,
Yeah.
look, this is not the OLED or the QLED podcast. This is Split Screen Gamer, so it's time to talk about some video games. But
Dude.
I'd love to hear that. I did not know you had that. That's super dope. All right, so if you guys didn't know, Star Wars Eclipse developers, the same people who made Heavy Rain, are working on a new game. Chandler, can you tell us more about it, bro?
Dude, so it's crazy. Think of like any studio that like is known for like these narrative types of games that like are very serious. They're single player,
Like Naughty Dog or something.
like Naughty Dog or Insomniac or like anything like Hideo Kojima makes. Like you take those kinds of games, but like let's say you're like, you know what? Let's go 180. Let's do something completely different. And this is what Conjuring did. And I will have to say, I did not expect this at all. I thought they were still making the Star Wars Eclipse game, and they still are. And they're apparently developing other single player games. So I'm like, okay. And I'm like, where is it at? Like, it's been like 4 years since we've gotten like any news or confirmation off of Eclipse or anything new to like show of that. But yeah, it's just like, what's going on? What's the
Well,
what's the
yeah.
deal?
So, Spellcaster specifically it's a new free-to-play competitive team-based 3v3 action multiplayer strategy game, and it's supposed to launch its closed beta via Steam before the end of the year, apparently, according to IGN. And so, it's the company has fully transitioned to this like multi-project studio. I'll be honest, this story sounds something similar to a story I hear these happening at these these studios all the time, which is everyone wants that Fortnite money.
Dude,
Everyone wants
100%.
the Fortnite money, and they're not able to get
Yes.
it because, look, Marathon we didn't even talk about that. We didn't talk about
Dude,
that. So I
oh,
don't want to
no,
get
we
into
have-
that's a whole nother can of worms. But Marathon,
dude.
unfortunately, wasted potential. It's
100%.
Look, it sees. Look, I feel like I default to negativity, and I don't want to because I want these companies to succeed. I want to see an amazing Star Wars game. When's the last time we got one? I don't know. It's like I want to see these studios thrive because we get better games when they thrive, right? But they keep wanting to go to this free to play multiplayer thing. It's like we already have Valorant, we already have Fortnite, we already have. They're out the wazoo. You can name 5 right now that we already have that are decently popular, and it's like, okay, guys, let's do something new. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They all want that money, and it's because the top of the line people are telling them to do it. That's why.
Yeah, no, 100%. And it's not just Fortnite money, bro. It's MOBA money, because this is gonna be like, like a multiplayer like team based game where you have like 3 lanes and you have minions. And you have to get those minions to like the enemy's like headquarters to destroy.
Yeah.
But you have to like destroy those towers and stuff. And it's kind of like, it reminds me of Smite mixed with like something like Arcane almost from Netflix, like the art style and whatnot. I mean, like it kind of looks like a blend between those two games, but I'm just like, my theory is like they're developing this game because it's like it's a side project, but it's also like it probably didn't cost as much as, like, let's say their single player games, which do require a lot more intensive work and a lot more budget towards. And I think they're just trying, and like you said, man, I think they're just trying to get that money, man. I think they're trying to get that money so they can put it towards more of their single player games. I might be, wishful thinking, but we could, get Star Wars Eclipse soon. Who knows? If they get a few extra mills, So I'm not sure. I'm not 100% sure.
It's a money thing. Go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah. No, you're good. I mean, will I play this if it comes to PlayStation? Yeah, but
Yeah.
We'll see. We'll see, man. So,
Well, look, let's I think let's dial it back to positivity. These like the AAA titles are it is borderline an unsustainable method, right? And so I do want to make sure that we get back to just being fun, and having fun games. Nintendo's been following this method for so long, and they've been wildly successful because of it. But this is not that. It doesn't look like that, in my opinion, and we've seen this before. But all that to say, we're in this. I think we're in this transitional phase where companies are just trying to figure out their voice, because, they can't wait 6 or 7, 10 years to make a game anymore. They need to make some money, and so we got to figure out what the perfect formula for that is, right? And so,
yeah,
I get it. But in the meantime, let's go back to about 3 years ago when they announced the Star Wars Eclipse game that they're going to do. All right, let's watch it in case you guys forgot. It's a cinematic trailer. It came out 3 years ago. This is also, since they're a multi-studio company now, this is a game that is apparently still in development and has not yet been canceled. Let's cross our fingers, because we've heard that story too. we do not want this game to get canceled, and I unfortunately anticipate otherwise. All right, let me know when you can see my screen, Chandler. Un momento, por favor.
Let me see. Oh, watch stream. I see it, bud.
Cool. All right, let's check this out. Guys, if you are listening, you can watch all of our videos on YouTube and on Spotify. We upload the videos to Spotify as well, so you should be able to watch this alongside us there as well. All right. I'm like one of the very few people who really likes a good cinematic trailer. I know it's not gameplay, but it looks awesome.
Dude, whenever I saw this trailer, I got goosebumps. Like, no joke.
That looks insane.
Dude, I'm just like, let this game come out. Do not let it get canceled.
Oh, that looks awesome.
Dude, yeah.
Oh, dude. Could you imagine this world existing at the production level of like a Rockstar game?
Yeah.
Like, look at that shot, bro.
Yeah, dude. Dude, and like the music for this is insane. Like, it's like I said,
this music's awesome.
Dude.
That looks like you, bro.
Oh my god. Hey, that could be my ancestor. Who knows?
This trailer is awesome, bro.
Dude, I told you, man. It's like fantastic that we should watch this.
Look, I want to see this movie.
Yeah. Or a series, dude.
snap. This sound design.
Dude, yeah. That shot reminded me of the Baron Harkonnen from Dune.
Yeah, it does. Oh yeah, bro. Oh yeah, bro. They need to get that game out right now, bro.
Dude, they really do, man. Like it's been it's several number of years, man, since we've seen anything of that game, bro. But I'm hoping it's still on track, and like they said, they're still like developing it and whatnot. But apparently it's going to be way more action based than their previous games.
Yeah.
Which for a Star Wars game, you need that. Like you definitely need more action based other than like choices. But it's like going to be
100%.
kind of like a KOTOR, Knights of the Old Republic, which this is set in the Old Republic era. For those who know
That's
Star
awesome.
Wars timeline and history, just to let you know, this is before like the Empire and everything else. This is definitely in the far distant past. So it's,
What details do we have on this Eclipse game? Do we know? I mean, other than what you just mentioned, like, do we know the style? I know you said action based, but is it third person RPG? Like, what's the?
I think it is third person. I don't know if it's RPG. I don't know if there's like set characters that you can play as, or you can make your own character. That I'm not 100% sure on, but I do know it is like RPG mixed with action, mixed with like what they're known for, which is their heavy rains and their Human Detroit, or Detroit something.
Detroit
like
Become Human.
Detroit
Which was
Become Human.
their last. That game was fantastic, by the way. That's why I really believe in the studio.
Yeah, and like they have such like a defined style that you instantly like recognize their brand and whatnot. So a little bit of like all three of those mixed together in the Star Wars universe. That's all we know.
That's why.
So,
I see what you're saying now. That's why you're saying that it's going to be more action rather than choices, because their style is like in Heavy Rain and Detroit Become Human. It was very cinematic, but it was very much choice based. It was like Telltale, but like if Telltale made AAA like visuals.
Yeah.
Essentially.
Yeah.
Yes. I see what you're saying now with the quick action events every now and then.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, so I wonder how they're going to go action with it. Honestly, dude, I'm not mad about the choice thing though, cuz like here's the thing about, and with a little bit of action, here's the thing about Star Wars is that like Star Wars has such a visual what's the right word?
Visual, not character, or
forefront.
Not
like it's visual forward.
Yeah.
Like everything I want to see. I want to see the world and landscapes of Star Wars. It makes me. It's like Avatar. I want to see. Like it makes me feel like a kid. It's awesome. It's like grand. It's beyond what we experience in real life. It just feels like this like grand scale thing. And so I think it's the perfect set piece for like something like a. Obviously, the most ideal game would be a third person RPG. Like I get to explore the world. Obviously, like the perfect game is that I get to go to the stars myself. You know what I mean? That's the perfect game.
Yeah.
I get to just beam into Ready Player One type world and do it. But like, I think this is if I'm picturing it now, like Detroit Become Human, and I'm like, okay, I could see that. Like that'd be pretty cool to see. But anyways, dude, we're probably looking at, that was 3 years ago. We're probably looking at least another 4 or 5 years before we even get that game. The thing about video games is they are masterful art. It's the hardest medium to develop in. And so, while a movie can take up to 3 years, sometimes more, but very, very few times does a movie ever take that long. Games normally take that long. And so I think if we're looking at Rockstar level stuff, it's like, yeah, sorry, but 6-year development cycle is typical,
Yeah, I mean, if it's anything, it could be another Duke Nukem Forever, where it took like 15, 12 years. I'm still on that, bro.
That's Chandler's favorite game, Duke Nukem.
Duke Nukem, nah, it's not. It's so trash. It's so bad. But
you can't stand behind that one, bro.
No, I can't. I'm like, man, this game was a clusterfuck.
Yeah, horrible.
But it was oh man. And like the history on that, the documentary like on that game is it's more interesting than the game itself because of how many different studios it had to be passed by and like the development cycle for each and every one of them. But that's side tangent. But dude, I want to say, like, just to shoot for the stars, I want to say we might see something again from Eclipse by 2027. I think we might see something.
Well, I think we'll see something. It's just a game. Like, if it was 3 years ago, we at least got another 3 years of development, depending on how far they want to take it. You know what I mean? That depends. Like, we might, at best, 2 years. But definitely, like you said, 2027, that's 2 years. Like, at best, 2 years. But I think we could see a 2028 release, which is insane to think about.
Which that game has that 2028 energy, man. It just, I don't know what it is, it has that 2028 energy.
That's what you need to start doing, bro. Every time I make a prediction, you be like, "Hey, bro, it's got that 2028 energy in it, dog." Whatever year that I say,
it's gonna come out 2028, man.
That's hilarious.
It's got that energy, dude. It's got it, man. It's got it. So, but dude, check out their newest game, man. Check that game out, dude. Like, for their trailers and whatnot. Like, it's just like compare and contrast from.
Is this the Spellcasters one? Okay, let's see. Okay, so here, let me make sure you can see it real quick. All right, so now look, guys. Like I said, you guys can, if you look up Split Screen Gamers on YouTube via Cult Culture YouTube channel, or you can watch here on Spotify alongside with us. Okay, so is this the trailer here? All right, let's pull this up real quick. Hold on.
Sure is.
We got ads.
And we got ads.
This is dumb.
Dude, Amazon,
you know what?
sponsor us. Oh, you're just going to pull it up on YouTube, man.
What's it called? Spellcasters Chronicles?
Yes.
Let's pull it up there. There we go. This one?
There it is. Yeah.
All right, so
there it is.
All right, guys. Spellcasters. This is Quantic Dream's new game, Spellcasters Chronicles official reveal trailer. All right, so look, I'm gonna keep an open mind, not say anything.
The tapestry, where past, present, and future entwine. Where the gods once shaped the fate of man and empires. But the gods are gone now, and in the chaos they left behind, some of us obtained abilities no mortal was meant to hold. To break the laws of nature.
That looks kind of cool.
Yeah, dude.
Legions of beasts. Bend the elements to their will. Summon storms of fire and fortresses of iron. To unleash even the might of the legendary titans.
3v3, baby.
Mm-hmm. That's us, you, me, and Chris.
Straight up.
This battle may save our world. Or lead it to its destruction. One thing is for certain. Our future is in your hands.
But dude, if you would have told me that this was going to be made by Quantic Dream, I would be like, you mean like a subsidiary of
It's so like not their style. You're so right.
Yeah. It's left field. It's 180, honestly. And whenever like I first got the news about this, I was like, really? It's like that time when I told my buddy Christian about like the movie Speed Racer, and I told him, like, hey, by the way, this was made by the same guys who made The Matrix. This was the same directors that made The Matrix. And he was like, what? And we watched the movie together, and I don't know if you've ever seen the live action version of Speed Racer, David, but it is bonkers. It is like off the wall. Like
I've heard about it. Yeah, I haven't seen it though.
Yeah, Dude, it's like it's honestly like an underrated classic. It didn't do well when it first came out, but it's like underrated. And it's so fun and like everything, and like they use like 90% green screens in that movie, bro.
Really? 90%?
Yeah, 90%.
Why do I
Like
feel like I
most of
might have
it-
seen this?
Dude, it came out in like 08, 07, like one of those years.
Dude, I might
and-
have seen this. It's like weirdly in my brain a little bit.
Dude, it's like I said, man, like it's look that up, man. It's a guilty pleasure of mine, honestly.
Let me see.
It's
Live action Speed Racer?
Yeah, dude.
Let's see. What I feel like I might have watched this movie. Oh, dude, I don't know about that.
It has John Goodman. It has John Goodman's in it, and who else is in it? He's like the most notable out of the bunch.
Yeah, that's such a strange art style.
Dude, it is. It's over the top CGI 2000s. Like it's trying to capture the aesthetic of the cartoon, but it's like, man, some of this did not translate. It also has Christina Ricci or Christy Ricci from the Addams Family, and like a few other projects from Casper in the 90s. She's in it. She plays the love interest.
Yeah, dude, I haven't seen that actually. No, I haven't.
Yeah, dude. But yeah, the Wazowskis made that movie. Same guys who made The Matrix. And Christian was like,
Really?
What? Yeah. He's like, what? And like, he even told me after we got done watching the movie, he's like, bro, if you would have not have told me that this was made by the Wazowskis, like, I would have not have like thought about their names with this movie.
Yeah, what an approach. Yeah, what a different approach. Truly, man, truly.
Dude, 100%, man. 100%. And
well, bro, go ahead.
Yeah.
What are you saying?
Oh, I was gonna say it's like this game. That's the same feeling I get from watching the trailer for this game. I'm like, there's no way this was made by.
You would have convinced. Yeah, it's hard to convince. Yeah, them otherwise. I know, dude. It's like if Naughty Dog came out and made like something like this, I'd be like, all right, this is
like an
so
RTS.
odd. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Well,
Like
dude.
RTS, man.
So if you guys didn't know, AI has been the talk of the town for every industry, and so it's definitely touched gaming in a lot of ways. And so Kojima actually says AI could shape the future of games. Now, so I want to get into what exactly he said, right? Let's see. All right, so it looks like he posted to social media.
Yeah.
I want to see
Sure
this.
did. I think it's on his Twitter. I think.
I had this. Sorry, guys. I usually had this stuff pulled up, but
Nah, you're good.
let's see. Where's it at? Let's see. His Twitter.
Maybe
Kojima shares like a bullet of. He always shares random stuff.
he does.
We're unprofessional.
Cut.
We should have this pulled up in a recent interview.
Nah.
Let's do this.
We're good.
Okay, Rolling Stone.
Rolling Stones, really?
This interview is in some other language. Let me go on X.
I always forget that it's called X now.
I lost you for a second for some reason.
You did? Am I still
Yeah.
here? Hello.
Let's see. Kojima.
Yeah, dude. Hideo Kojima.
Hideo.
Hideo. You're not seeing it?
Let's see. I want to see because I want to see what he said specifically because what we have on here is that Silent Hill F developers just like disagrees, but I want to see what exactly Kojima's saying before I make an opinion on it. You know?
I think he puts what he says in the article. I think I remember reading it, and he says like what exactly he says, like because Hideo's like AI could be our friend, so I'm like that's a very Hideo Kojima like terminology, so I'm like that's definitely something. Let's see.
Oh, okay. Okay, so Oh, okay.
What you found, bro?
So Kojima said, people often ask me what I think about the gaming industry releasing so many sequels, but this isn't exclusive to games. The film industry does the same thing with remakes and reboots, Kojima says. Since these works are already well known, it's easier to produce them and attract investment. From a commercial standpoint, there's nothing wrong with that, but if the industry only does that, it will be dangerous. We need to keep creating new things. And he says, I think that in the future, remakes and sequels will be made by AI. Okay. And he says, now in terms of how many post-credit scenes with the famous Hideo Kojima game screen, we'll still see it in the future. He says that it's actually up to us. He says, I keep creating games because I have fans and players who want and wait for the next project. If I didn't have my followers, I wouldn't be here. If one day it's no longer necessary, I'll stop doing it. Creating games is exhausting, but I feel like I'm living a very good life and really living it. That's my passion. Oh, okay. So remakes will be made by AI. And then all right, Moto Akamoto, sorry for the mispronunciation of your name. He actually is just like disagreeing. He said AI may be able to put together a project for a sequel that takes place in the Silent Hill universe. But things like changing the story setting to Japan or getting Raikushi on board as a writer are the kind of bold choices AI would never be able to make. Okay. So I'm curious about what you think on this, Chandler, before I chime in here.
I'll be frank. I use AI. I use ChatGPT. I use Midjourney. I use Sora. I haven't really delved into like Google's AI yet. I mean Gemini, but like I'm talking about their like video AI. That's like really impressive.
Yeah, VO.
VO. And I haven't delved into that, but I mean I'm a pretty avid average user of AI. So and I see where like Hideo's coming from. It's like we could use it to like do those like remedial tasks that we've assigned people to do. Like we can like be more focused on the creative process, and not worry about like the little details that comes along with that. So I do get that. Like I do understand that. Now, if I were to say, oh, it's going to replace remakes, I mean, I still think you need like a creative force behind that and not solely rely on like AI to do that at all.
Yeah.
So I think AI as like an assistant is better than a complete employee. In my opinion, I think it's better as an assistant than anything else. I always believe you need somebody behind it for it to be good because I feel like done so many like finessing with Midjourney, like to give me like different results and stuff, and like to bypass like their like restrictions and like other things that they put in place, because like you can't do certain things, you can't like create certain images on there and whatnot that I think would be really cool, but they're like, no, that's not like appropriate and whatnot. And like I pretty much like figure out like nerfed a loophole into that. So I've been like doing that and like trying to like implement like different styles and different like art forms and like try to like get it to where it's like the creators work instead of like the AI's work. So it's just one of those things. So I'm a pretty I would say like intermediate to expert when it comes to AI. So I get where Hideo Kojima is coming from with that. Like I get it, and I also agree with the other guy's point too. I think you lose that human element of like getting these other creative, talented people on board with a project and trying to like trying to start something new and interesting and like that has that human touch. I agree with that too. So I see both of their arguments, bro. But what do you think about it, David?
Yeah, man, I think I see both of their arguments too. AI is a controversial topic for a lot of people. I personally think that AI is I think it's a inevitable thing.
Yep.
It's coming, and it's getting good. It's better and better. Now it's exponential. So day by day, I keep seeing improvements in it. and it's going to get to the point where things are just improving at like a super exponential rate, which is like it's like next you can't even keep up. It's just how computers work, and especially technology of this caliber. It's a super complex system that teaches itself, and so it's going to get to the point where it's just doing instantaneous, borderline miracles. And so
Yeah.
I think that's something to acknowledge. I think real human-made things are going to become a premium, much like how we look at Ghibli films, still doing hand-drawn animation at the scale that it's doing it. And so I think it's going to become a premium thing. And I personally, my biggest qualm with AI is the offset of humanity. I think in some ways it makes sense. In some ways, rather than going to Google and have to do multiple searches, I can go to ChatGPT and expedite that process through a chat. Like it feels like a person-to-person type conversation, right? I think that's something to offload. But like, I don't know if I want to live in a world where we're offloading jobs. I really like the idea of being in the room with people and creating things and talking and understanding their motives and their drawbacks and their struggles and all these little things. I think are human central and first. And so for me, I default to that. And I think we have a choice here to make as humans, whether we want to go AI or we want to go humanity. I think the blend of that is hard because I think people think they can handle it, but AI is a super complex system that we haven't seen like ever before. And so I think once we get there, I think they're going to have much more difficult time handling that than they think, being able to find that middle ground, because it's going to feel like miracles happening in your fingertips at a certain point, And so, I lean more towards no AI games, even though some people think, I've heard people take it to the full moon. They're like, AI will be able to take you to a full Ready Player One immersive experience at some point, right? And so that for me, I'm like, okay, well, that sounds amazing, but like, it's hard. It's like, am I choosing my own personal preference over the just humans making it's art for me? Like, I think it really is artistic AI that bothers me because there is an artist behind it. You do need, like you said, you need finesse. I've used AI. I've learned it, and I continue to learn it just for the sake. But I never put it as a forward facing piece of art of mine because I'm like, man, I don't know if I can if it's honorable. You know what I mean?
No, I hear you. I told this to our buddy Christian Eves but it's like Pandora's box opening, and the tale about Pandora's box.
Yeah.
Once it's open, it's hard to close, and
Yeah.
I feel like we're seeing this with AI right now. It's like, because this technology is so incredible and how fast it develops itself, and like people are like, experimenting with it, it's just going to be hard to close. But I feel like we need to find, and I agree with you, man, I think we need to find ways to implement people into it. I think we need to still implement people
100%.
into the process. I don't think we need to stray away from that. Otherwise, we're in a dystopian world, man. We're in Detroit Human, man. We'll be in Detroit Human, maybe. I mean, I know they're like more synthetics and robots.
Yeah.
But I mean, there's AI involved with that, I'm sure. So I've never played the game, by the way. So that's one Conjuring game I've never played. So yeah.
Well, he's like, okay, so since these works are already well known, it's easier to produce them and attract investment from a commercial standpoint. So he says, this is Kojima. Artificial intelligence may begin to interfere with this type of project. I think that in the future, remakes and sequels will be made by AI. Remakes and sequels?
Yeah.
I thought he was just saying remakes, but it's like remakes kind of makes a little bit more sense to me because it's like, okay, like, upgrade the quality, prompt it to upgrade it, this and that to a modern gaming system and then build upon that. But like sequels though, like, come on, bro. I don't know about that.
Yeah, sequels I don't agree with. I think you still need people involved with that. Remakes, you could use more AI with, but I still think you need people regardless.
Yeah.
Because AI, it can only see what it can think. It only sees what it thinks you think instead of what you actually think, which is something I've discovered real quickly with AI. It's like, give me this, but it actually generates that, and I'm like, okay, I need to do some finessing. So, yeah,
I don't
it's one of
know.
those things.
It's actually weird. It's weird coming from Kojima, who put out Death Stranding too. Like,
Oh,
it's
yeah.
just like it is. Yeah, I don't know if I agree with him on that. But anyways, it's a mute point. It doesn't really like you can't make a definitive thing on it right now because I think we're not seeing the full effects of AI yet, but we're gonna see it
No.
eventually. And I think people's minds are gonna change. Either we're gonna go full on, it's great and fantastic, or we're gonna like fully retract all that stuff and be like, okay, cool, we need to shut Pandora's box, like you said. But
Yeah.
all right, speaking of the future of gaming, Xbox kind of put out their ideas of what they got going on and what they're going to do after just putting out the Xbox Rock Ally and the Xbox Rock Ally X, which is a $600 console and a $1,000 portable console. Essentially, we've talked about it here on the channel, but essentially it's a portable Windows PC that is optimized for an Xbox full screen experience where people can play games on the go and directly on the console, not via the cloud, which differentiates it from something like the PlayStation Portable. But it allows you access to Xbox Play Store, Game Store, Game Pass, as well as Steam and other ones that you may want, like Epic Game Store. So it is collaboration with Asus, who has already made the ROG, which is a portable Windows PC. It's just that Microsoft itself have put their branding behind it and their own stamp of approval, and so it's supposed to be a premium experience. But speaking of premium experiences, they just announced that as of now, they're going to keep their next gen Xbox console plans under wraps, but they're suggesting it will be an ultra premium piece of hardware. Chandler, what do you think about that in the future of Xbox in general?
Dude, let me just say, have you picked up the ROG Ally yet, David? That's my first question.
I really
That's
want
actually,
to, but it's $1,000. Like, I'm
Yeah,
not gonna get
yeah.
the inferior version if I'm gonna get it. It's $1,000, and so I think I will for sure get it. I'm gonna give it a little time to work out the kinks, work out some updates, see it where it stands. But if I'm spending $1,000 on something, I want to make sure I'm gonna wait a little bit. You know what I mean?
Smart man.
It might
Smart
be a
man.
December purchase.
Okay. I hear you. I hear you. Honestly, I'm curious what this next console is going to be like. This high end, very costly console that they're going to be developing. Because if they're comfortable with like charging $1,000 for a handheld, there's no telling how much they'll charge for a console at this point. I mean, they've already like gone up on their prices for their games and like for like their consoles right now because of the tariffs and stuff. So there's no telling what we'll actually see when it comes to like their next gen console. And like the better question is it even worth to spend like $1,000+ on a console? Like, is it really? Because like if it's not gonna add anything new or like give me like more storage space, which that's one of my biggest complaints with the PS5. Honestly, it's a terabyte of storage. It's nothing more than that, and like games are like
Right.
60 gigabytes a piece or bigger. But that's my little side tangent. So, but yeah, I mean, they really have to like prove themselves to like say, hey, you should play on Xbox, even though their whole thing is like everything is an Xbox, even your refrigerator screen. Like, it's one of those like weird things where they've kind of like, gone back on, but also kind of like, we're still going to pursue it, regardless, even though we're obviously going to go third party eventually. I mean, they've already released games on the PlayStation and the Switch, so it's just a matter of time when they're like, well, this might be our last hoorah into this whole hardware sphere. But we'll see. I'm curious what they'll name it, because I've always said this, but they should have gone from 360 to 720 to 1080 to like 20.
I know, bro.
Like,
Yeah.
like,
Why they? Yeah, I still don't understand why they freaking they butchered this. I don't know what their thought process was going through that, but yeah, they butchered that. They could have just went Xbox 1, 2, 3, 4 like PlayStation, but they didn't. Anyways,
Nope.
Yeah, I think you're right though. It's under wraps. It's going to be a premium PC. Like that's it. Like I'm surprised by that. I'm surprised for two reasons. Because unless you're just like an Xbox ride or die, like I would just build a PC at that point.
Yeah.
Unless they can
same.
do like the Mac thing, which is to make it like an experience exclusive to their brain. And so like you buy into the idea that it's a PC developed by Xbox, and so it's going to have a premium experience attached to it, and you don't have to deal with the kinks of it all. And so I that's probably what they're going to do. It seems like, because other than that, like if I'm just buying an Xbox PC, then I'm just buying a Windows PC, like that. You know what I mean? It just that doesn't allow me to get Linux or any other operating system on it. Like I we'll see. You know, maybe they have better ideas. So it's what I mean. They didn't say anything. Like they said specifically the next gen console is going to be very premium, very high end, curated experience. So you're starting to see some of the thinking we have on this handheld, but I don't want to give it all away. So yeah, I mean, look, the Xbox full screen experience. Like I don't know, very very high end, very premium. They're moving into a different market. You know, they want to. Xbox Game Studios is putting their games out on every platform. They're still sticking to the players can play anywhere method or whatever the motto is. So I get that, cool, but interesting direction. So we're looking at probably like you're probably looking at like a $2,000, $3,000 console. It fits right in the middle, maybe $1,500, maybe $1,000, $2,000, but it's gonna fit right in the middle of like a really high end PC. It's probably gonna have some, you know, custom. I think they're making a custom. They're collaborating with AMD on this, so it's gonna have its own custom chip. It's probably gonna have some like really nice custom GPU as well. That's like only exclusive to that. It's gonna be fitting right in the middle. It's gonna be what it's gonna do is it's going to be this PC that you can get that's like right in this weird niche, like of PC world, PC power that you can't buy. Because if you buy it, you're either gonna have to go really expensive or right below it. It's gonna fit right in the middle between like some NVIDIA GPU that you can buy. It's gonna be it's all gonna be premium, but exclusive to its power. So like essentially an Xbox with a lot more beef to it. You know what I mean? And so that's really what it's gonna be. And so how I feel about that, I don't know. Like it's not gonna be a buy for me. I don't think. Just not my type of thing.
Same.
I'd rather just get a PC, but for someone, I honestly don't see many people buying that. I really don't. The ROG Ally Xbox thing is like something I see a lot of people buying, and I've noticed people are buying it. Like, it's awesome. It fits like the thing is like if I want an Xbox experience, I just get PC with Microsoft OS.
Yes. Exactly.
Like that's what I do. Just roll out the Xbox full screen experience everywhere, which they said they're going to do. I think to other platforms, it's like just do that. Like I don't know why I have to have a just. I would say do the Switch method and just focus on the portable.
Yeah. No, I agree with you, man. I agree. And like whenever you said like not a lot of people are gonna buy it, I feel like the only people that would buy this are like tech bros. Or like people who collect these things, like these consoles for just like
Linus Tech
just
Tips.
for exactly. Like people like that. Like I feel like they're probably the only ones that would spend like $2,000 on a console, maybe. But I agree with you. I think PC, if you're gonna do that, I mean, just get a PC with Microsoft Windows on it, and like you can play Steam, you can play like Xbox Game Pass on it. Like I agree with you, man. I agree 100%. Which I've been curious about building a PC. Not gonna lie, like I've seen videos about how to build a PC, but well,
it depends on if you want to build it. That's one thing. If you want the experience of building I built one in 2017, and then I went to Mac because I needed to just work. But I'm going to build another one when I get a house next time. And I just realized my PlayStation is on standby mode, and I don't know how long it's been on that. So
Oh, it's on rest mode. Oh,
Yeah.
dude, it's man. I sometimes I keep mine like late at night because sometimes I'm like, should I turn it off or should I just keep it on rest mode? And sometimes if I keep it on rest mode, it will update games that need updates and whatnot. So it's like it's also kind of like a double-edged sword because the power might go out and you're like, oh shit. So it's one of those things. So
But yeah, so I think it's like it's very strange for them to make their, and maybe that's just like they have the extra liquid to do that, which is cool. Whatever, make your Xbox console. Like, who am I to say that? But for me, I think what I would like to see, my ideal Xbox world would be Xbox making great games like Outer Worlds and a great portable console like the Xbox ROG Ally, and then just like whenever people want to go have like a premium Xbox experience that is not on a handheld, but they want the beefiest experience. They use their PC, and you roll out Xbox full screen experience that comes with Microsoft, right? The Microsoft Windows experience. It comes with it. You can load it up, and somebody can use their PC as an Xbox.
yes.
That seems like
Yes.
the Microsoft way, especially if you're firing all these people. You just like I don't know. I don't know.
I agree.
Who cares about my opinion? But anyways, I was gonna say if you do want to build a PC, like that's cool. But you can also there's lots of companies that if you don't have the time and you just want like the beef and you want to like have that premium experience in terms of performance, quality, etc. There's a lot of places that pre-sell like really highly spec'd out ones. You do have to pay a little bit more, I think, because you
They're
have
built
people
out.
building it and this and that.
Yeah.
But like if you want to build it out yourself, it is a little bit of a labor of love. So there's a cool aspect of like you get to do it yourself, but it has its drawbacks too. I'll just say that. I remember when I built mine, it was frustrating in some ways.
Oh no, I feel like I would definitely encounter like a bit of frustration and whatnot just building a PC because there's so many like parts you kind of make sure are like done right. Definitely when you're putting in the processor, and I'm like, anytime I
thermal
see
paste
people
and all that.
dude, yeah, that like that gel that they put on,
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm gonna fuck this up somehow.
Yeah, that's
I
why
look
I
at
think
that,
when I'm
feel
just like don't have that desire anymore. So next time I get a PC, which would be when I would get like an official office at a house or something, like next time I get a PC, it'll be like I'll just pre-build it or like and just get a really beefy one with a nice NVIDIA
yeah,
chip in it, you know.
Dude, get one of those NVIDIA GPUs that like cost like over $3,000, man.
Itself,
I tell you, dude, like those are crazy. Like just the amount of power you can get out of those like GPUs and
Truly.
whatnot. Which there's a topic that I want to discuss on a future broadcast episode where there's like this big crash right now with NVIDIA chips and whatnot, or NVIDIA graphics cards to be more specific, and like how the quality you get out of them is no different from like what you used to get out of like the last 3 models and whatnot.
Oh, really?
Of, like graphics cards. Yeah, it's an interesting topic. I think we should talk about it sometime. But yeah, NVIDIA, they're part of the one of the most profitable companies in North America right now. Like 100%. And they're also kind of facing some controversy with like charging these graphics cards for like these ridiculous prices. That's like some of those prices are like a down payment on a new car or a used car. So it's kind of crazy like that, but something we can talk about in a future episode, man. I mean, I would love to just dive into NVIDIA, man.
Facts. Well, dude, this was a good episode. We got a lot of stuff to talk about. We're about to enter the holiday season, so more things to come. Outer Worlds 2 comes out here soon. I'm going to probably jump in right on Xbox Game Pass because it's a day one release, and that's really why I keep Xbox Game Pass, and also I'll try to cram through that as fast as I can so we can do a review here on the podcast, but also just what's up?
Yeah. I'm also thinking about picking up Outer Worlds 2.
You should.
I'm thinking about playing that before I play Ghost of Yotei, honestly. Like, just seeing everything about this. And I've been watching a video on, like, a YouTube channel where some guy plays, like, the first 30 plus hours of it. He got, like, an early access.
Yeah.
And he's already loving the game. And I'm like, hell yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Ghost of Yotei is, it's one of those games that, like, I'm more concerned with just experiencing it rather than just like trying to make content around it, because I heard that it's actually quite the experience. I know one guy is putting in like, I know Oliver Threads, Instagram Threads are putting like 50 hours before they even finish the game for a lot of people.
Wow.
So I don't have that type of time, but I'm ready to
Same.
dive into it. But anyways, guys, thanks for watching. As always, give us your thoughts and opinions in the comments. You can comment on Spotify now, which is cool. You can also comment on our YouTube channel, which is Cult Culture, where we post all the Split Screen Gamers episodes and other content related to gaming on the channel. But we always appreciate you guys for listening if you did. And until next time, peace.